Hello, everyone. Welcome to our webinar on Turn Your Office 365 into a complete employee hub. We are glad to have you with us for today's webinar. I'm Surendra Dudani, the Director of Product and Business Development at BizPortal Solutions, and I have here with me Anil Gursani, our Solutions Lead. In today's webinar, we'll show you how an Office 365 intranet offers all of the features and capabilities to be a central employee hub and go-to-workplace tool for your business and employees. An Office 365 intranet provides powerful, easy-to-use features that help make your work life simpler, more productive, and more engaged. Reduce time-consuming, busy, and admin work, reduce the burden on your HR and IT, provide employees with easy self-help and self-service tools, improve collaboration, productivity, and modernize the way your business works. And we will demonstrate you these wonderful tools in today's webinar. So without further delay, let's jump into the agenda. Our agenda will be as follows. First, we are going to give you a quick introduction into our team and company. Second, we'll walk through some common challenges employees face and how an employee hub addresses these challenges. Third, we will talk about features and capabilities of an Office 365 intranet as an employee hub and a go-to workplace for your business and employees. Then Anil will demo our business intranet, BizPortal 365 product to visually show you what an Office 365 intranet can do as an employee hub. BizPortal 365 is a comprehensive modern intranet that instantly connects to your Office 365 environment and is built to be a central employee hub for businesses large and small. So we'll be showcasing our product today. Lastly, we'll end with some Q&A. We'll try to leave some time for Q&A at the end. If we can't get to your questions during the webinar, we'll get back to you via email. Please note that your microphone is on mute, so please use the chat inside the GoToWebinar toolbar to ask your questions. Again, I'm Surendra Dudani, Director of Product and Business Development. I have many years of software products experience and am focused on collaboration, digital strategy, and digital transformation. I'm joined by Anil Gursani, who is our Solutions Lead and our on-the-ground general. He leads our customer implementations. He has over 12 years of experience building and implementing intranet and digital workplace solutions based on Office 365, Sharepoint, and other technologies. He'll be providing the brief demo and answering your questions in the Q&A. And as a company, BizPortal Solution is a full-service Office 365 and SharePoint shop based in Orange County, Southern California, with offices in Boston and India. We have about 130 employees comprised of Office 365, SharePoint experts, developers, customer success reps, and solution consultants. I mentioned that we have our BizPortal 365 product. So we have a product development team, and we also provide customization, implementation, planning, migration, and other Office 365, SharePoint, and related services. We have over 15 years of experience developing intranet and digital workplace solutions on SharePoint and Office 365. So we are experts in these areas as well as the Microsoft platform as a whole. Our customers are primarily small to medium-sized businesses as well as teams and departments within larger businesses. Finally, we have been Microsoft Gold partners for over 15 years as well. So to start off, I want to share some common challenges that our employees and businesses, including our customers, face. This will provide some context to what an employee hub is and how it addresses these common challenges. First, employees lack central, simple, easy to use tools that make their lives easier and more organized. Also, tools that they use are not all in one place, in one unified experience, so they end up going to many different places and tools to get work done. Obviously, on a daily basis, this is cumbersome. Lack of access to up-to-date information. Now, whether it is an inability to find the latest and greatest version of a document, access to updated HR policies, access to reports from your business systems, employees often lack these types of critical information they need and when they need it. Another challenge is too much time spent on finding information, scouring through emails, personal and shared folders. Some estimates say employees spend 1 to 2 hours a day just searching for information in documents, and that time mostly goes unnoticed. And burdened with admin tasks and manual processes. This is a common occurrence, whether it is submitting HR and admin forms or other manual workflows. Employees are inundated with unnecessary busy work and block their productivity. And lack of mobility is a common issue. Employees lack anytime, anywhere access to the information they need for work. I'm sure many of these challenges that you face, and as an employee hub addresses these challenges. So what is an employee hub and how does it address these challenges? Simply put, an employee hub is a central place intranet tool where employees go to find and access the information and tools they need to get work done and be more productive. An employee hub provides employees with self-service tools, and these self-service tools are those that help employees undertake tasks without depending on others, such as your HR and IT. An employee hub really must be employee-centric, so it should serve your employees and their most common day-to-day tasks and pain points that inhibit their productivity. And ideally, an employee hub is a cohesive workplace solution, all of your information, documents, projects, and tools in one place, providing a central destination that your employees go to for their daily work. And naturally, you want the tool to be having a simple user experience with easy and intuitive tools and menus and navigation so that you can get your work done quickly. So that is what an employee hub is, and that is what we mean by employee hub. Now, what features and capabilities does an Office 365 intranet have as an employee hub and go-to digital workplace solution for your business and employees? One, an Office 365 intranet provides a central place for up-to-date and critical information. All information, whether it is company or team documents, news announcements, projects, calendars, etc. An Office 365 intranet houses and organizes all of these different forms of content. And importantly, with an Office 365 intranet, it is easy to add, edit, and share all of these different types of content, whether you are a user or admin of the intranet. And an Office 365 intranet has powerful search features, allowing you to easily and quickly search across all information, content, projects, news, and events that are housed within. That saves many, many hours per day employees spend finding information. And Office 365 also automates workflows. Automating workflows saves employees from doing time-consuming manual tasks. Multi-step workflows like inventory updates, formula reviews for a manufacturing company, or general approvals on documents or admin requests from your manager, HR, finance, and accounting can be automated. These, of course, are just a few examples and can be extended and customized to your business and employee needs. You can also automate and bring in workflows from different systems such as ERP, CRM, sales, and finance, and so on. So the things in Office 365 Intranet can automate are vast. And Office 365 Intranet has self-service tools. As we have mentioned before, self-service tools include those that help employees with tasks like admin tasks, such as office forms for common everyday tasks, expense reimbursement forms, time off request forms, request for purchase forms, etc. HR type tasks, so that employees can easily find the company's up-to-date policies and procedures. It is also great for training and development. Many of our clients specifically use biz portals for training, where they house training content, videos, and training activity checklists. Also to provide onboarding help for new employees and offboarding for employees that leave. All of these decrease the burden and dependence on HR resources. Also, self-service tools for IT type tasks, for example, submitting and receiving IT service tickets and requests. Self-help, such as frequently asked questions and how to type information and videos. Many, many examples. There are plenty of self-help tools an employee hub can provide depending on your needs, and these are just a few examples. And Office 365 Intranet helps manage and organize, as we mentioned, your day-to-day work. From managing your work and documents to managing your projects and tasks to managing your employees' performance. And Office 365 Intranet is really more than just a typical intranet, and it is more of a comprehensive workplace solution. And Office 365 Intranet also provides critical collaboration tools. It has team sites for within team and cross-team execution. It has dedicated sites or workspaces based on team, project, location, or however you want to facilitate the work and collaboration that needs to be done. It also provides useful and more efficient ways of communicating between people and teams. For example, you can integrate discussion boards, chat rooms, and real-time instant messaging within your Office 365 Intranet so that your team communication is housed and streamlined in one central place. An Office 365 Intranet equips you for a mobile workforce. So as more people work remotely while traveling from home, etc., and information continues to be increasingly searched and accessed on mobile devices, mobility is a key for business productivity. And an Office 365 Intranet provides access from anywhere, anytime, on any device while employing enterprise-grade security. And last but not least, an Office 365 Intranet has features to boost employee engagement, often overlooked, but the most employees are engaged with their work and with the company and know of what is going on and more happy and productive they are. And Office 365 Intranet keeps employees engaged by providing useful tools and features that we discussed, and also by making them easy to use. The easier it is to use, the more people will use it. The more people use it, the more engaged and informed they will be. Also, an Office 365 Intranet has social features and an employee directory, making it easier for employees to connect with their teams and colleagues. It also provides a way to give employees quick and important and on-the-spot feedback and recognition with its employees' communication, performance management features. So these are the key features of Office 365 Intranet as an employee hub and capabilities they provide your business and employees with. So here's what it looks like. As you can see in the chart, it has layers and layers of tools and functionalities. On the outside layer, there is the external tools with QMS, ERP, CRM, sales, and many other external tools. And then you have tasks, email notification, basic capabilities that Office 365 provides, and then the management, project management, document management, forms, HR, and so forth. And at the central part of it is really Office 365 Intranet. It's at the core of it because it actually uses all tools and capabilities that are provided by Office 365 and SharePoint framework and all other tools in this environment. So this is really the core and using now all the tools that it needs to use. So it's clearly built out of Office 365 and SharePoint platforms. It actually not only uses them, but it extends them and it makes them much easier to use it. Because as you can see in Office 365, there are so many tools, so much functionality all over the place. And you want to be able to access from one place and be able to use it more effectively. So it brings all the key functionalities together. For example, Outlook for email integration, so you can get email notification on important company and project news. OneDrive for your file storage. Team and Yammer for project discussions and real-time communication. Planner to supplement your task management. Flow to automate your manual forms and workflows. Power BI, quite importantly, to make data and reports easy to digest and understand with graphs and visuals and dashboards. So these Office 365 tools and functionalities are integrated into the intranet in one solution, in one unified experience. And it is cloud and web-based so that you can access it from anywhere at any time. So in sum, an Office 365 intranet is the comprehensive workplace solution that brings your businesses and Office 365 together in one place in one unified experience. So now, how do you create an employee hub with Office 365? And how do you get started if you are or looking to move to Office 365? Well, you have two main options for creating an employee hub. Option one, you can build and configure your Office 365 into an intranet and employee hub yourself. You can customize the UI, how it looks, and exactly what features you select to your wants and needs. However, doing so can be costly and time-consuming to configure. It takes a lot of time to plan the specifics and requirements to build an effective employee hub and requires the Office 365 and SharePoint skills. It involves coding. Then you need your IT to support and maintain the employee hub because they can easily become outdated. If you have the dollars, time, and skills to customize and configure, and if you have such a customization need, well, this may be the way to go. But if you are, like many, who don't have the time, dollars, and resources, then you may opt to go with a turnkey, ready-to-go Office 365 intranet, such as our BizPortal 365, that do the work for you. This is the option two. A built-in intranet is easy to use. It doesn't require any special skills or any IT resources to set up and maintain. And it is quick to set up. Within days, you can be effective and it's very cost-effective. You may not be able to get it customized 100%, but 80 to 90% of your needs can be met with a ready-to-go solution right out of the box. And in turn, you get a quick ROI with minimum investment and with minimum support and resources needed as you essentially get cost-free technology and feature updates. You get regular product and feature updates, so you don't have to worry about your intranet becoming old and obsolete. And with minimum setup, no maintenance, and no training needed, your overall IT is minimized, keeping your focus on growing your business rather than your IT and software solutions. So I just shared quite a bit of information. I'm sure you have questions. Please continue to ask your questions. And now to put this all in reality, now Anil will help us see and visualize all of this with a demo of our BizPortal 365 product.
Great. Thanks a lot, Surendra. Hi, everyone. Welcome to this webinar. I do know that there was an issue for some screens. I think there was some information that was getting cut off. But outside of that, hopefully you've got the gist of all the information that Surendra shared with us. And I'm assuming most of you have Office 365. And if not, we can also help you with that. But essentially, with Office 365, what you get is a list of tools here. Now, again, all of you could be at different stages of using these tools and apps. Most likely, Outlook, Word, PowerPoint, everyone uses for Office, but really there's a extensive list of all apps. Now, how do you make sense of all of this? How do you bring this into one cohesive platform for your employees, right? It's not easy. Each of these tools in its own strength, they do different things and they do it very well. But how do you really get an employee to really use all of this and make sense of all this? So what we have is BizPortals 365. I'm sure you can see my screen. Please let me know if any part of the screen is getting cut off. You can send a chat message. And if you can hear me okay also, right? If you cannot, please let us know. So with this, BizPortals 365 is a intranet solution built on top of Sharepoint. Again, the essence of Sharepoint as a framework is that it can really bring all the Office 365 apps functionality. You can really either integrate it with the apps or you can build some functionality on top of Sharepoint. And what we have done is based on previous customer experience, based on some feedback from the industry, we have taken all of that and built a ready-to-go intranet solution. Okay, so for an employee hub, what is most crucial? Most crucial thing is to be able to distribute information and consume information, right? So in that regard, we have a home page. So when employees log in into the intranet, it's great to have some alerts pop up right at the top, right in the middle that you see here. Very easy to be able to click on any of these alerts and consume that information, right? It's just one click. Same for news and announcements. Great for employees to see some announcements and news, especially from executives. Employee retention, employee satisfaction greatly depends on employees being able to be on the same page. They feel more involved with the company. So great to have some news and announcements shared. If you click on this, now you're able to read the whole announcement. So very easy to consume this. As managers, as HR admins, as IT managers, how do you publish this? So what we do is provide you a consistent way of publishing this. You see the icon on the top right of each section. If you have the access to do so, it's one click on settings, you click on the plus sign, now you can publish an alert, right? It's that simple. And you can pick your start and time, pick the location. If it's a global company, you want to pick the location. And then you want to also be able to specify a notification, whether you want to send it to all employees or specific groups and so on. So very easy to publish this information. Now this is consistent across alerts, news, announcements, many other sections. Okay, so if you look more carefully at the homepage, you have a calendar view. Again, this could be holidays, it could be people out of the office, people who have taken time off. You could bring your department calendars, you could integrate your Microsoft Outlook calendars, your personal calendars here, maybe some shared ones. So all of that in one view. Great for employees to see all of that information. You have all these events on the calendar. You can hover over it and quickly see the details here. All right, moving on. Another key aspect of an employee hub is really the presentation of information related to employee recognition. So we give you a spotlight feature here, great for managers to publish information about some good work done by their team members, and then people can easily get hold of this, read the whole article. Goes a long way in boosting employee morale, right? Then you have some ways to get to your documents easily. So let's say across different department sites, across OneDrive, you want to be able to mark your favorite documents and then easily get to them later. So you have this I'm following section here. So you have documents that you can mark as your favorite. You can get to those, maybe people in your organization that you're following, and then the departments that you're part of. Because in SharePoint, just inherently, you could have a lot of team sites, so on. So you could mark your favorite sites. Okay. There's a easy people lookup directory for employees. It's great to get hold of other people. There's a search facility here, so you can just start searching for employees, get hold of them. And this could be integrated with your Skype for sending them instant messaging. You could email them directly here or call them via Skype. Again, this is all integrated with Skype. So these are the small things that you're seeing through the demonstration, that how Office 365 apps could be integrated into the solution, right, into a BizPortals 365. All right, birthdays, work anniversary, web parts, this information that gets directly pulled from the employee profile information. So again, great for employees to consume all of this. All right, the other way of information sharing is an employee center. A very powerful feature, one of the core components of an employee hub. So employees really want to get hold of, their benefits information, maybe some other, their insurance related information. So everything could be available in an employee center. Now, again, a point of integration with Office 365 is you could publish videos, maybe some training videos, and host it in Office 365 stream, and then just play that video in this web part, right? So a very easy way for employees to come in and go through some training videos or some HR policies and so on. You could present this to your employees. A news and announcement section for HR to publish all of this, and for employees to read through. A quick link section. You could have external or internal links for your employees. And then one of the most powerful features of our solution is really the ability to present information outside of documents, but a very easy way to publish information. So let's say you had some insurance information, carpool information, let's say employee schedules, that's a calendar. You could have that here. You have employee onboarding information. So when you get a new employee, give them access to the site. They just come and start reading through, looking over their benefit information, what to expect first day, first week, and so on, right? So great and easy way to publish all of this for your employees. And again, all of this that you see is customizable. You could build your own list. Obviously, it depends. Every company is different. So you could easily build your own list here, okay? And have store forms here, documents. Maybe you want to keep some forms which you want your employees to sign. So if you have that need, we have integration with DocuSign, and then we can enable all of that for you. All right, moving a little below, you have a photo gallery for employees. Great to see all pictures of events. Again, the same section here, if you're following certain documents and people, some contact information, and then you have a very robust document library for your employee center. And here you can store your policies, plans, benefits, all information as documents. You can sort these by categories, subcategories. You can build views for your employees. Maybe they just want to look at all policy related documents that will show up here. And there's a great search functionality built in. Now, all of these document libraries are integrated with OneDrive. Again, I'm hoping most of you are familiar with OneDrive. Essentially, with OneDrive, what you see on the top left, you get access to all your files. And then with our BizPortals 365 intranet, essentially all the document libraries that you have access to start showing up here. Okay, so you can see all of the sites, and let's see, we were looking at Employee Center, and you have all your documents right here. So from your OneDrive, you can get to the intranet documents. Again, a great point of integration between Office 365 apps and SharePoint, right, our intranet solution. All right, so this was the Employee Hub. Now, in terms of employees, really, as I said, the key things were making sure that their day-to-day work that they have to do, they should be able to do it in one place. If they use different Office 365 apps, really There should be one central location for them to consume all that information. So one of the key things for employees is forms, right? In every organization, employees either end up filling, time off forms, maybe purchase requests, and so on. So what we have is a very uh, good ability for business process automation. So you can digitize all your forms and really host it here. We provide 8 to 10 forms out of the box. Okay, so time off forms, purchase requests, reimbursement forms, some goal management, very light goal management forms, and so on. So let's say time off request. Now you'll see how easy it is for a user to fill this in. So a simple form comes up. Again, what you see here is our out of the box form. You can definitely work with us and customize these. So a user goes and fills a from and to period, how many hours is taking vacation, let's say, and you could put a comment in and simply submit this form. That's simple. Okay, and at the top you see the person who's submitting and who's going to be the reviewer, most likely is manager. So that is listed here, and you could just submit this. Once the form is submitted, then we have a couple of ways of notifying the manager or the reviewer of the form. One is by in-app notification, a great way to see if any forms are pending for your approval, okay, and your approved requests, and maybe some are rejected. So you see all of these here. You also get notified by email. Click on the link and you'll get to the form. And we also have a very robust form center here. So if you go to the form center, there's a little inbox on the right side. You see the forms that you have submitted in the system and who is it currently with, or the ones that you have to approve. You'll see them listed here. So great way. Again, point of integration is, Office 365 enables you to do workflows, build forms using Microsoft Flow. And here what you have is really a great way to organize all your forms. Behind the scenes, all the same technologies are used, but this is a great way of presenting this information to your employees. Okay, and here you see all the popular forms. You can invoke any of these right from here also. And then on the left side, you have really for admin and HR, if you have the access, you can go to historical information. So all your forms that were previously saved, you can get to all of that information. Each of these forms, you can get on those, right? So for employees, a great way to really manage all their work, consume all information, and also submit their forms and see the status and so on, right? All in one place. Now, outside of this, what do employees really want to do in order to get their work done quick, right? So one is a way to get to all their tasks that either they have assigned to themselves or their team members have assigned to them, their managers. They want to quickly get to those and execute their work. Okay, from any department. It could be HR department or maybe some consulting or organization. So you have consultants, but all the tasks. Really, how do you get hold of all of that and how do you execute? So again, with Office 365, you have a planner, you have a task list, you have tasks in Outlook. So you have all these options. But really, to get hold of all your tasks in one place, we have an option of My Site, and I'll quickly go to that. So My Site really brings all your tasks. It rolls it up from all different sites and brings it together in one view. So for an employee, come in, they see, okay, I have so many tasks in progress. I have to start 9 tasks, 4 are overdue. What is due today? Let me focus on those and then also, get done with the overdue tasks. So great way to see that information. Also, okay, it all rolls up and gives you in one view. So let's say if you wanted to go to your in progress tasks, you can get a view of those. Now, instead of jumping to different places or different apps or different sites, it's all a rolled up view. If you click on any of these tasks, it'll open this up regardless of where it's housed, and quickly you can update your tasks right here. Okay, so great way to complete this right from one place. So with My Site, we are continuously making enhancements. Okay, to this we are adding more and more sections, really bringing all of Office 365 apps in one location. Same thing for My Documents. Okay, the documents that either you have uploaded or you're following the recent documents that have been that have come into the intranet, that you have access to. All of that shows up in one place. Again, for some of you that have been using this, this is part of this is a similar look as Office 365 Delve. So we present you with the same look. So again, easy for users to consume that. Okay. Then moving on to another section for employees, really how do you turn your Office 365 into an employee hub? Another key one is collaborating with team members. Very few employees work in silo environments, right? You usually work with a team, so you can easily set up departments in BizPortals 365. Very easy to set up department or team sites. Again, this is all custom for every customer. It would be every corporation. It would be different. So here, let's take a quick look at the marketing department site. Okay, if you go to the marketing department, again, consistency of the user interface. You have this video web part. You could stream videos for your marketing department, have a news and announcements, quick links for the department. And then here is the middle section, if you remember, Employee Center. We are presenting information for employee onboarding and so on here. You could set up your own list, custom list here. Maybe you wanted to set up a marketing calendar. You can easily set up a new calendar. So again, people who have access to do so in your organization, it's as simple as creating. I want to create a new calendar and give it a title. Let's say it's just, I'm going to do it quick. It's a marketing calendar here, and I just save this, and I have an entire calendar set up. Then I can populate it. Okay, so you see this marketing calendar, and then you can populate it with events and so on. You can even house it on the home page if you want to. Okay, now you can execute all tasks for your department right here, assign it to people. If there's a great inline editing feature, just like a spreadsheet, you can just put in new tasks here, right? You can see it in some visual format. Let me just get rid of this. So if you wanted to see it in a better visual form, you can see all the tasks listed here, so on. So manage all your work for a department or a team right in here. Then you have some more information, who are the staff members, some useful links, and then you go to a very, again, robust document library. Now, you can imagine you'll have a lot of documents. You're reading through these documents. Maybe you want to get to some of these documents. When you come back later, you can start pinning these documents, and they get pinned right to the top. So right on the top, you start seeing some documents right here, and you can access those later, right? You have all the inherent functionality of SharePoint document management built in here. So versioning, we can work with you on archival, retention of these documents. You can search for these documents, build views, and so on. So very robust document management functionality. If you want more details, please feel free to go to our website, schedule a demo, and we can get into details of any of these functionalities here. So for employees, again, to work from a team perspective, they could come to their team site and work through these. Very easy to work through. From a personal aspect, in terms of filling up forms, I showed you, it's very easy for employees to get to their forms and see it in an organized manner. For information, really to stay in line with all company objectives and so on, they have the home page. They get all news announcements there, and any alerts, real-time alerts, are also presented to them. And then some employees, or most of them, would also be working on projects. So we have a very robust project management feature built in a department side. So you could see that right up here. There are 5 active projects running in marketing right now. If you wanted to jump to those, if you click on projects, you get to a project portfolio view here. Okay, so you can see details about all the projects that are running in marketing. You can search for projects by project manager, team lead, and so on. And if you do go to any of these projects, if you click on it, I've already opened these screens. So let's say this is a particular project. Digital marketing is the name of the project, and here you see you see a summary of the project right on the top. Again, news and announcements, some discussions you could have with your team members. No need to email back and forth with your team members using a distribution list. You would rather just come here and have a discussion. Again, if you are using Yammer or Skype, Yammer is mostly used for groups discussions. So if you do want to integrate that, we can work with you, okay, and bring that in. Again, in the middle section, you could build your own views, and you can create project templates, so you don't have to create all these lists every time. But let's say typically you have a task list, risks and issues list, milestones calendar for a project, so you can keep all that information. As you assign tasks, if you remember, in my site, users can see all of this information, right, in one view. And then as a department site or employee center, a project site also has a document library, right? So you can see documents posted here for a particular project. So, and then there are some other functionalities in terms of tasks. We do have this information presented in Gantt chart views and Kanban boards style. Again, if you're really interested in looking at project management features and functionality deeply, please come to our site and schedule a demo. We would be happy to show you all of that. So hopefully this gives you an idea that how an intranet on Office 365 can be really turned into an employee hub. Again, make it really useful for employees and make them more efficient. That's the reason employees will come and use an intranet solution. So that's what our focus is, really making it easy for employees. Let's go ahead and okay. All right. So let me look at a couple of questions here. We just have a couple of more minutes. So one question that was posted, can this be integrated with Intuit? QuickBooks, yes, information can be integrated. Again, we would want to have a separate discussion with you on specifically what information, what level of integration you would want. We could certainly work with you on that. The next one was around pricing. Well, pricing is listed on our website. So it's per user per month. It's $15 per user per month. Now, again, special pricing for nonprofits, educational, government organizations, and then there's a large volume discount. But essentially, this is hosted on Office 365. It's in your control. Your Office 365 tenant, so you have full control over this. And also, in terms of upgrades and so on, when we release new releases based on the Office 365 roadmap, then we just work with you and deploy it on the back end and so on. So very lightweight interface, lightweight deployment, a very quick onboarding because we have a lot of self-help tools, so on. So, in fact, we have some features here. Right here, we have knowledge base articles, FAQs on the product itself. And also you can build your own FAQs for your organization here. So a lot more functionality that we could get into one-on-one demo with you. All right, next question. Okay, the next question is, can we integrate this with CRM? Yes, we can integrate with CRM, Microsoft CRM, Salesforce. We do offer consulting services. So outside of this ready-to-go intranet solution, we have deep expertise with Office 365, Dynamics 365, and SharePoint. So we do offer consulting services. We could integrate this, get information in, present it here, use probably Power BI for reporting, and present all the information on your intranet solution. Okay, so definitely we can integrate it with CRM. All right, I think that's about it for right now. Any other questions that you have posted? We'll definitely get hold of all of those. Hopefully this was a good investment of your time. And if you have any further questions, please feel free to contact us. Go to our website and we'll be definitely happy to talk to you. Thanks a lot for attending. Thank you.